In this video, you're going to learn how to repair faded paint on your car and get results from this to this. What are you going to need? Well, it's very simple. Some of the things that you're going to need are masking tape, compound, polish, a compound path, a polish path, and your buffer. Step number 1, MASCARISH. During this video, you're going to learn how to repair faded paint by machine. But if you don't have a buffer, don't worry, I got you covered. Simply click on this video and you will learn how to do it by hand. Also, before you even try to repair anything, you first have to wash your car and then clay bar the surface to remove any contaminants, otherwise you will damage your paint. If you would like to learn how to do this the cheapest and easiest way, click on the little icon over there and it will give you all you need. In this step, we're going to protect all the plastics to prevent them from burning. Simply mask up all the rubber parts and plastic, and with a little bit of editing, boom! We mask everything. But what the fuck, Chile? You didn't mask anything. What this truck does not has any visible plastic, this car does. This car is not going to be fixed, but I mask it so you guys can see. Once your car is masked, you will be ready for the next step. Step number 2, REMOVIDISH. In this step, we're gonna remove all the imperfections by leveling down the paint. We're gonna start off by priming our path so we can work faster and the machine doesn't stuck on the paint. Simply put some compound all over the pad and distribute it with your fingers to evenly spread the product. Once your pad is primed, put 5 dots and distribute them over the panel. Then set your buffer to the lowest speed and slowly distribute the product to avoid any overspray. And once you evenly distribute the product, set your buffer between 1500 to 2000 RPM. In my buffer, these RPM are equal to the speed number 4 and 5. But for your buffer might be different. That's why you have to go into the internet and research what speed will give you those RPM for your own machine. Once you found what speed will give you those RPM, evenly go over the surface, applying medium force and overlapping each lap for full coverage. All car paints are different. That's why speed nor pressure cannot be determined through any method in the world. And that's why I told you a safe start, so you can increase and decrease RPM as needed. But remember that the higher the RPM, the higher the friction, which increases the danger of burning through the paint. As you go over the surface, you will see something coming off the paint. This is paint residue and it is completely normal as you're removing paint to remove defects. One way to control it and make the machine go a little bit smoother is by spraying a light mist of water and cleaning the pad after each panel. There are many different ways to clean your pads. The way I do it, it's by simply submerging the pad into a bucket filled with water and dish soap and lightly massage to remove the water and the compound. Then place it on your buffer and turn it on to dry it as much as possible. This is how it came out and it only took me 30 seconds. Once you finish the first round of compound, you will decide if the defects are removed or if it needs a second round of compound. This will vary from car to car. It just depends on your situation. And once you compound the surface, spray a light mist of compound remover or alcohol and wipe off all the compound residue. And once you remove all the residue, you will be ready for the next step. Step number 2, BRILLISH. In this step, we're gonna bring back the color of your paint and we're gonna remove the marks that compound left. We're gonna start off by priming our pad, but this time it's a bit different as we did with our compound stage. Instead of using a lot of liquid, we're only going to use 4 little dots of polish. This is so you can see what is going on through the paint and go after those final defects. Once you prime your pad, we're gonna go over the panel between 1000 to 1500 RPM, applying light to medium force. And like I said before, every buffer speed is different. That's why you have to go online and research in what speed your buffer reached those RPM. Once you finish the first round of polish, go over with the clean microfiber and mop off the excess. Once you're able to see the bare paint, inspect it with the detailing light or my favorite method using the sun glare. And check if you remove all the swirl marks and defects, and if you haven't yet, carefully repeat the previous process as necessary. Just be careful not to remove too much paint. And once you achieve the desired results, you will be ready for the next step. Step number 3, PROTECCIONSIS. In this step, we're gonna protect the paint so it doesn't fade just like it did before. What kind of protection is best for you? Well, that depends on your budget and how long you want the protection to last. For example, there are 3 major protections out there. We have wax, sealant, and a ceramic coat. Wax can last anywhere from 1 week to 1 month, costing $1 to $5 per application. On the other side, sealant can last anywhere from 3 to 6 months, costing between $3 to $10 per application. Then on the other side, a ceramic coat will last anywhere from 1 to 3 years, costing between $50 to $100 per application. But for the purposes of this video, we're gonna use a sealant. If you want me to show you how to apply a ceramic coat, let me know at the comment section below. We're gonna simply put some sealant in our path and we're gonna lightly go over the surface in straight patterns to apply an even layer of protection. Then we're gonna let it sit for 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, go over with the clean microfiber and lightly mop off the excess. And now that our car is completely clean, let's look at the before and let's look at the after. Woohoo! For those of you who are interested to know what products I've used, I'm gonna leave a link in the description below. And I am also gonna leave a free PDF for all my dev community. Let's demonstrate we can also do it. Let me know at the comment section below or my social media for any question that you guys have or anything that you're interested and you'd like me to teach you. And if you're gonna repair your paint and you'd like to share the result with me, make sure to take a before and after picture and share with me on Facebook or Instagram. I also want to see. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you need to learn more vehicle enhancement skills, consider subscribing. Thank you so much guys. See you on the next video.